Hey guys, welcome back to Down on the Frame. Before we jump into the video, I just wanted to let everybody know that we've opened a merch website. It's Spreadshop. It's downontotheframe.myspreadshop.com, and you can go there and check out some of our New Hampshire style apparel. The reason why I did this is because Down on the Frame does take some money to keep going, and we're running a bit thin on it right now. So if you guys want to support the channel and you want to get some cool merch out of it, check out that store. Thank you guys in advance so much. Let's get into the video. Welcome back to Down the Frame. Welcome back to Down the Frame. Welcome back to Down the Frame, guys. Today we're going to be working on this girl again. She's upside down, and can you hear it? Sunday, and it's raining. Typical Sunday fashion. Last week you saw the whole assembly of this brilliant dolly system that we're going to use probably for the next few months to hold this thing up and move it around when need be. It was quite a fun video to make. The reason why we had to do that is because we discovered significant amount of damage points on the hull. Let's go over that right now. Some of the first things that we noticed is all the gel coat missing from this section of the hull, probably because it was run aground or something, dragged on the dock or whatever, the loading dock, something like that. We got cuts that we've done, little bumps and bruises from probably previous owners in here, such as this, which is just like, actually that's a hole we cut, but this little nick right here, that's probably from hitting things in the water. Got some spider cracking there, which is actually something that I brought up in the video that I posted about buying a used boat. That is a potential spot where something may have hit. Now luckily there's no internal damage from what we've seen. It's not squishy, so we'll be able to fix that. We got another cut over here, some marks from the trailer, more issues there, more issues on the back. So we got a lot of work cut out for us. Look at that, standing right on the dolly system, walking on it. She's sturdy. The grinder that we were using is a grinder, so it's not necessarily best for completely flat surfaces or finishing work or anything like that. So I had to set off on a path to doing research on exactly what type of tool we needed to get the job done on the bottom of the boat. And I came to the conclusion that the device that we would need, or the tool that we would need, is a direct drive orbital sander. You have a couple options in that space, and the three main ones that came up were Festool, Makita, and Bosch, and in that order, that is also the price highest to lowest, or ordered by highest to lowest price. I checked out the Festool first. The Festool seems to be the gold standard in direct drive random orbital sanders. However, that was a $600 item. Now, I'm not going to go over all the pros and cons in each one of these. I'm sure there are reasons maybe to spend that much money if you have it. The second one was Makita, and the third, the Bosch. Makita didn't seem, from the review that I watched, to be all that good, so I ended up going with the Bosch. So here we are with a Bosch GET75-6N. This bad boy right here. This will be the sander we'll be using today to get all those spots out. Now, so for most of the boat, I'm going to be using this and trying it out. I gotta get the vacuum all set up, find the place I want to work, start sanding, and Jake's got a delayed arrival. He's gonna get here a little bit after me, so hopefully I can get spot sanding done so that we can start laying fiberglass today. So without further ado, let's get down the frame. Okay guys, so I just wanted to express to you why we are sanding this so far down. Now as you can see, there's a gel coat, looks like another layer of blue gel coat, or maybe a fairing compound. You see some of this darker fiberglass, and then this lighter fiberglass is another layer of towards closer to the inside. Now the reason why this was a hole here, and I sanded it down pretty flat, but
This was a patch only done from the inside, and if you look right there, this piece is flexible, it moves. That's why we're sanding, so that we can get any loose material away, and then we're going to repatch this in sequential circles so that we go from a small patch to a bigger patch to a larger patch. Sand that all down. Hopefully the center is deep enough so that we try to get as flat as a surface as possible with no bubbles. So as you can see, that flap is what we're trying to get rid of so that we can get down to the patch that's on the other side and we won't have an air pocket right here. Alright guys, Jake has arrived. So now that he's here, I'm going to try to prep a spot on the boat. And I think I'm going to try to have him patch that, because that is completely down to where I want it to be. Which, as you can see, you can't see the cut. This was a gash. This is what we cut with one of the tools, and you can't see it anymore. And that's what I'm trying to get down to. I'm trying to get down to a point where all the fiberglass blends together. This is much higher than this. So he's going to start with smaller patches to build up the material here. 1708, probably 2 or 3. He's going to get sequentially bigger on each patch, and then one final patch. There might be a little bit of a bump here, but we're going to try to minimize that. This one's a pretty deep one. That one's a pretty deep one. That's why I switched to the grinder, because the grinder takes off material like 10x faster than the orbital. Although the random orbital does do a good job. The random orbital is more for like smoothing it out and making it good to fiberglass on. So I'm going to continue with the random orbital. I'm going to have Jake cutting and fiberglassing. So
especially because it's like a 90-degree, like I don't know how we would...
Yeah, this boat was built in a mold, so that'd be really difficult to do.
Is that the 1708 to start? And
yeah, use 1708 and then do like use 1708 until it's nice and almost flush, and then chop strand, because the chop strand mat is going to allow us to get a nice smooth finish like this. If you use 1708, it's going to be really rough. But dude, it's so nice to just be able to be like, yeah, I'm going to go up here, and just, here I am, like... Alright guys, it's lunchtime, but we just wanted to go over the work that we've done so far. As you can see, I've started on this side. Now it's not ideal that I'm sanding and Jake's fiberglassing, but Jay's got some patches over here done. Just some small, like the first layer of patches done. This thing's absolutely killing it. It's able to remove a lot of material. This was actually I did with the grinder. We went a little too deep on that one. But the rest of them are doing exactly what we want. We're dishing it out. As you can see, that's the new fiberglass. And then we'll put a patch over this. It'll connect it all together like a sandwich. Same thing with there, but we're going to have to do this one again on the other side. This one right here, it's that cut that is all the way down to new fiberglass. See, that's the old fiberglass. This is the new fiberglass we laid on top. And slowly making my way back to the boat. I went from that side to there, then to this, to the back. We're making a lot more progress than I thought we'd make, but it's already 1 o'clock. I can't even believe that. So let's go get some food. We're back, baby!
What's the issue?
So with this one, I
Yeah.
was having a really hard time getting it to like lick up because I was trying to get up here, but I couldn't keep air from getting into it.
Yeah.
It still looks like they're like for some reason like right here I couldn't get it to.
It's okay, you know. That's
So
pretty
I
good.
like ended up just like cheating it down a little bit.
That's
Might have to
good.
widen up some of them a little bit, like that one up there. I think we might have to sand the gel coat down a little bit more to put the third patch on.
Look at all these patch jobs.
Look at all those chickens.
It's looking good. All right, that's another Sunday in the book. Pretty far along the way of already getting to the point where we can gel coat. Like we already have the right side has 2 layers of 1708. We're gonna finish with 3, and then a layer of chop strand so that we can smooth that out, use fairing compound, and then gel coat over that. So we still got to do left side. We have some patches, the first layer, got to do the second and third. And boy, oh boy, Bosch, you done did it with that thing. She rips. That thing's got a lot of power. I love the turbo mode, which is random versus just normal orbit. It makes a difference. You can really take off a lot of material. Today we use 60 grit and 150 grit. I like the 150 because you can kind of have a little bit more control of it and a smoother finish, but if you really want to rip through some fiberglass, 60 grit's where it's at. I took off some of the stripes. I don't know. You see no stripes here? Stripes over there. I think I like it without.
I do too.
So
No stripe.
I'm thinking for like the decal stuff, we go find like new Bayliner.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, like new Bayliner decals. Like
Yeah.
hit up Bayliner and be like, hey, let's get some new decals on this. The blue stripe's not bad, but it's kind of poorly done, so we might try to clean that up.
Yeah, I didn't realize how uneven it was until
It's
start actually looking at it. It's pretty bad
yeah, it's like somebody did it just freehand
with a roller or something.
with a roller, yeah. But the dolly, she's solid. We stood on that thing all day, up, down, jumping on it. I was on top of the boat, a whole body. I'm 180 pounds of pure New Hampshire, so I think she'll be around for a long time. I'm gonna sand down the whole boat with, I probably should have picked up 220 grit, but I'm gonna sand the whole boat with 150 and take a layer of gel coat off. Not all the way down to bare fiberglass, but just a layer, and we're gonna do the whole bottom in new gel coat. It just seems like the smart thing to do because this is probably gonna be the last time that this boat's upside down. I don't know if we're gonna change the color yet. I don't know. We might just do white, but it'd be cool to do a different color. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do it. Leave comments down below about what sander you prefer, what sandpaper you prefer, what gel coat, if you know how to add pigment to gel coat, or if you know where they sell gel coat that has pigment in it already. Let me know. See you guys next time. I'm down on the frame.